This is an all hands on deck moment. I've long been telling you guys about all the price drivers in silver. I'm calling it. This is a time to make your move now. Silver prices are destined to go dramatically higher, more than just about any other asset class out there. Silver prices will be the top performing asset class of any starting from now into the next couple of years. Everyone should get involved somehow with the silver trade. I'm going to explain to you in this video how silver is about to run into a massive demand wall, and prices are going to do exactly what you expect them to do. We talk about the global demand, the global usage, the gold to silver ratio, and the platinum to silver ratio. We're also going to talk about different industrial uses, the annual shortfall, the coming war-related spikes, and lastly, how it's being viewed as an industrial metal instead of a precious metal. We're going to a really deep dive with this one, and in case you don't have time to watch it all, here's what it says. Silver prices are destined to go dramatically higher for a whole myriad of reasons, which I'm going to explain to you right now throughout the rest of this video. So let's get into it. Please help us spread the scuttlebutt by clicking on the like icon on the video. Annual silver production is 26,000 metric tons. How many ounces is that, you might ask? It's about 917 million ounces, so just under 1 billion ounces. But the annual demand for silver is 1.24 billion ounces. So that's a shortfall of a couple 100 million ounces in 1 year. Silver demand outstripped supply in 2023 for the 5th year in a row. The deficit was just over 142 million ounces. And the forecast for 2024 indicates that the annual production shortfall will nearly double to 265 million ounces. The total global supply of silver stands at around 1 billion ounces. About half of all the silver demand worldwide is attributable to industrial applications, especially in the electrical and electronics industry, investment, coinage, and jewelry. And what you'll see is that when I tell you about how Dr. Copper is a reflection of the economy, so too, to a certain degree, are silver prices, because silver is such an industrial metal used in so many applications. So when the economy slows down, there's less demand for silver, so the prices fall. And if you look at copper prices, which are falling into this oncoming recession, then you've also got silver prices falling into the oncoming recession. However, I do expect the focus on silver as an industrial metal to be replaced by a lot of people who are going to be buying silver as a precious metal. Silver is the most reflective metal. It's good for your health. Silver has been used many times by countries all over the world over the years as currency, and has the highest thermal conductivity of any element. And what that does is it allows silver specifically to be the perfect metal for certain applications. I also expect more deterioration of the US dollar, perhaps even a dollar crisis coming up when this dead bomb blows up. But just like gold has been doing exactly like I told you, as new money gets created, gold prices go higher because it takes more dollars to buy the same asset. Silver is also in that game, along with a lot of other commodities too. The only difference is that gold is being bought by central banks worldwide, silver is not. That could explain some of the lag why silver has yet to act as gold has been acting. They always follow each other pretty closely, like a water skier behind a boat. So if gold goes higher, silver will eventually go higher. But it's surprising to me how much of a lag there's with silver. People are not understanding. There's going to be quantitative easing. There's going to be monetary creation. A surprise to exactly no one. And silver is real. It's an actual asset. And it's absolutely anti-inflationary. If you own silver, that investment, those silver coins, will not be affected by inflation. They'll be helped by inflation. That's like when I talk about when I say things that succeed in spite of, but not because of. Here's a chart from Bullion by Poised. This is when coming out of a recession. How does silver perform? So silver will hold its own throughout the recession, maybe fall a little bit as the rest of stocks also fall. But as we pass through to the other side of the recession, you'll see that historically silver prices have performed very well post-recession. We've also got all these wars lighting up all over the world. This is dramatically bullish for precious metals prices. That's all I'm going to say about that topic for now. That's all I'm going to say. And I know that people are having a hard time paying for things nowadays, and I never put things on sale. I just don't. But I wanted to mention that you can get the Peter Leeds newsletter for $20 a month. Cancel anytime you want, but you got to do it through the Peter Leeds app. Just go on your smartphone to m.peterleeds.com to get the app. Meanwhile, gold prices are about to hit $2,500 per ounce. That's going to be a threshold level that will get a lot of attention among the media. And the next thing, everyone's going to be looking towards 5,000. A soft, white, lustrous transition metal, silver exhibits the highest electrical conductivity, thermal conductivity, and reflectivity of any metal. To estimate how long the unmined silver resources may remain, we need to consider the amount of known reserves and the current production rate. This suggests that the current rate of production, and you guys know, hang on a second to that thought. I always talk to you about the RLI, the Reserve Life Index. How many years does that mine have left, or that oil well have left, at current extraction rates until it runs dry? So this suggests that the current rate of production, and assuming no new silver is discovered, the silver reserves globally will last for just under 22 years. And you think 22 years sounds like a long time, but that's to the point where there's literally no silver at all on the world left that can be extracted. You tell me what kind of world you think you're going to be in when silver is not even being used for any kind of electronics. The worst of it's not going to take 22 years to show up. But they will find, as the prices go higher, they will find new mines that will reopen paused projects. But if you look at all of the silver that's always been mined worldwide forever from the beginning of time, 1.4 billion kilograms of silver has been mined throughout human history. And silver gets used up a lot for industrial applications. And of all of the silver mined, 1.4 billion kilograms, there's only 777 million kilograms still in existence. So you'll see that just about half of all of the silver that's ever been found has been used up. Here's a 3-year chart of the gold to silver ratio. You'll see that it takes a lot of ounces of silver to buy 1 ounce of gold. And when that gets higher, it shows you that silver is more overpriced, while gold is more underpriced in comparison to each other. And here's a 3-year chart of the silver to platinum ratio. Now, platinum is historically twice the price of gold. It's got way more uses. It's way more rare. But prices have been acting so strangely. You'd think that it's a great idea to invest in that at basically a great value, at half of the price of what it should be historically. But it's been so low for so long, and I don't see what's going to be the driver to get the prices back to where they should be. They will eventually normalize, but it'll be very hard to pick the moment. Just look at it this way. Silver is dirt cheap, while platinum is stupidly dirt cheap. But if you buy silver, it's a lot easier to exchange, get rid of, sell again, buy more. It's all simple. A lot less expensive, too. This is from Sun Nafisi Jewelry. 8 interesting facts about silver prices. Number 1, silver is the most reflective metal. Polished silver reflects 95% of the visible light spectrum, making it the most reflective metal. It's being used in mirrors, telescopes, microscopes, solar panels. Today's silver is invaluable to batteries, dentistry, glass, coatings, LED chips, medicine, nuclear reactors, photography, photovoltaic or solar energy, RFID chips for tracking parcels or shipments worldwide, semiconductors, touchscreens, water purification, wood preservatives. Mexico is the largest producer of silver and has maintained that lead for several years, followed closely by Peru, Chile, Russia. The word silver is known as one of the English words without a rhyme. Also, the words silver and money are the same in 14 different languages. Silver is one of the first 5 metals ever discovered. Silver objects have been found that date back to 4000 BC. Silver was the first metal used in currency, and in ancient Egypt, its value was higher than gold. Silver is good for your health. You've heard the expression, born with a silver spoon in their mouth. People thought that meant to do with finances or wealth. They're born into money. But really, silver has antibacterial properties, so a lot of children were generally trying to be fed with silver spoons, which happen to be, in general, usually the wealthier families. And that's where the expression comes from. Silver was used widely in currency. The first American silver coin was minted in 1794. Some experts say that was the first silver dollar that was minted in the world. One of these dollars was sold at an auction in 2015 for about $5 million. Coins minted in the United States before 1964 are composed of about 90% silver. And Kennedy half dollars, minted in the United States between 1965 and 1969, contain 40% silver. And you see how what they do is they water down the money. They cheapen the money. Instead of putting so much silver in there, we'll put a little bit of lead, keep it the same weight, the same size, the same packaging. Just like when you buy right now a box of granola bars. It's the same box, the same packaging, the same labels. You get it home, there's less bars or they're smaller, and it's a joke. You have this big box to have 4 little granola bars. That's the way that they're getting with phantom inflation. But they also do it without anybody seeing it by watering down the actual monetary supply. And they do this through 2 different ways. They either produce more money, create more money, and it waters it down. Or if they have money that is based on metal, they'll put more lead or cheaper metals into the coin. Silver is the best electrical conductor and is actually used as a standard by which other conductors are measured. On a scale of 0 to 100, silver ranks 100 in terms of electrical conductivity. Copper ranks 97th. And gold is ranked 76th. Silver can make it rain. Copper iodide compounds have been used to fertilize clouds to produce rain and attempt to control storms. So what does this mean? There's ETFs that follow silver prices. I'm not giving you personalized trading advice. I don't know what you should do. Make your own decisions, live with the choices that you make. I would suggest everyone get some kind of exposure to silver, if not by buying a monster box, then by buying a few silver coins, or by getting involved with a silver ETF. But by far, the best way to take advantage of this move will be to get involved with really high quality silver mining companies. High quality. I'm talking about companies that have good reserve life indexes. They're making money already. They're producing. They're not exploring. They're pulling silver out of the ground. So basically, they're pulling money out of the ground. As silver prices go higher, their profit margins are going to explode, just like I told you this would happen with the gold mining companies. We just saw all of that play out. Now the next move is going to be silver. It's being stretched apart too long the wrong way. It's going to snap back. Silver is going to normalize, go back to where it's always historically been. That's going to give a lot of value to silver mining companies, ETFs involved with silver, the actual price of the physical metal. And of course, you're going to want to keep an eye on all of this stuff with me. Let me help you keep an eye on it. And the way to do that is subscribe to the channel, of course. But if you join the Peter Leeds Insiders, that means you get direct contact with me by email anytime you want. Ask me anything you want. Plus, you get the Peter Leeds Insider exclusive, a special newsletter I write just for the insiders. Plus, you keep us ad-free, sponsorship-free, and independent. And our number one goal is to do good work for the Peter Leeds Insiders. So consider becoming a Peter Leeds Insider at peterleeds.com/insiders. Just go on your smartphone to m.peterleeds.com to get the app. Roman did a couple of videos there to show you how easy it is to get set up, whether you're on an Android or a smartphone. And it's basically all of our content, searchable, sliced up and diced up so you can look at anything you want. And it's only $20 a month on the app. Or if you want to get it for free, you can become a peterleeds.com speculative newsletter subscriber, because then you get the app free with your subscription.